How can we design a home in a northern climate where we can grow all the food that we need throughout all 4 seasons? And how can we do it with sustainable materials that can help us reduce our impact on the environment? I'm Tim Ung, and today we'll be answering these questions with a simple greenhouse home design. From the street, this house has a contemporary form with a boxy shape which fits in with the unique homes around the neighborhood. It's predominantly wood with aluminum covers at doors, windows, and at the greenhouse, which is important for protecting the openings from water. The home has a flat roof where we can add solar panels to passively generate energy for the home and sell any excess back to the grid for additional income. Once we get to the back of the home, we can see the greenhouse, which looks more like a typical sunroom that you could find all over the world. It has a simple form with an automatic ridge vent at the very top, a curved portion where the roof comes down to the wall, and lots of doors all around the greenhouse. The doors, skylight, and automatic blinds work together to adjust and control the amount of sunlight entering the greenhouse throughout the year and creating airflow to release hot air that naturally rises out of the ridge vent skylights while pulling in cooler air from the doors. Since the home is intended for northern regions, the best part about having the greenhouse is that it allows us to continue growing all of our trees and plants even during cold winters when it snows. You can start to see the primary structure of the greenhouse and home, which are cross-laminated timber beams and columns. It follows the curve of the roof and provides support for the aluminum frames that holds the polycarbonate panels with bird-safe microfritting in place. Instead of using microfrits on the polycarbonate that birds can see and avoid, we can also use newer panels that embed solar cells within each one to generate energy for the home throughout the day. Now, all this probably sounds great, but how is the home organized and how much space do we have for the garden? This timber greenhouse home has 1,800 square feet of living area with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It has a 1,200 square foot planting area that includes both the greenhouse garden and the roof garden that's within the greenhouse as well. There are bedrooms, bathrooms, living rooms, kitchen, utility room, and greenhouse garden on the first floor. On the second floor, there's a large lounge area, bedroom suite, and access to the roof garden that overlooks the greenhouse below. When we enter the home, there's a view through the living room of the house towards the garden. To the right, there's a living room with a comfy sectional sofa facing towards a wood accent wall with acoustic panels behind it that reduces sound and keeps the home quiet. The living room is next to the large sliding glass door that can be opened to the greenhouse to let in naturally warmed air from the sun, which is great for reducing heating bills in the colder months of the year. Behind the living room is the kitchen that has a large center island with seats for 4 people, a beautiful granite countertop that turns down into a waterfall edge, and a tiled backsplash against the wall. One important aspect of the kitchen is being able to see most of the common spaces of the home so parents can keep an eye on children as they're wandering around and playing. It's also located at the corner of the home, so it's easy to harvest produce and fruits from the garden and bring it to the island where it can be sorted and prepped for a meal or to put away. We can walk outside from either the living room or kitchen area and enter the greenhouse where there's a dining table with seats for 6 people. It's located between both gardens that have fruit trees and produce growing throughout. Since the greenhouse maintains a warmer temperature throughout the year, these doors can be left open so that the warm air enters the home. When the seasons change and the weather warms up, the doors and skylights can be opened to release all the hot air and pull in cooler air from the doors. This also lets bees and pollinators into the greenhouse so that they can contribute to the gardens and help our plants grow throughout the year. Insects are an important part of a greenhouse, and I know that there are people who are concerned about them. If you're wondering about ways to keep them out of the home, you can install a simple netting at the doors which will help keep them out of the main home, but they really help with the gardens. This greenhouse is 2 stories tall, which lets us grow fruit trees throughout the year. The laminated timber structure has a beautiful, darker, semi-gloss finish that matches the siding of the home. The gardens really create a space that feels like we're outside, even in the winter when there's snow on the ground. This has so many benefits to our health and well-being by providing vitamin D, which most people living in northern climates lack in the winter. It also sets our circadian rhythm, which is how we naturally wake up, get energized, and eventually slow down to sleep in the evening. There's also the added benefit of being surrounded by nature, which helps us feel calm and connected with the world around us. There's a lot more to this greenhouse that we'll see when we head up to the second floor. As soon as we reach the top of the stairs, there's a large lounge area that has a larger couch where the entire family can come and sit together. It's the perfect place to get away from everything and come together to play board games and connect with each other. The sofa faces towards a wood accent wall with acoustic backing to help keep the noise down in the home. There's a built-in entertainment center with plenty of storage for extra blankets, pillows, and games, as well as a wall-mounted television for movie nights. Behind this sofa is a sliding door that leads out to the roof garden within the greenhouse. This roof garden has lots of planters growing flowers, herbs, and produce. There's a railing along the edge where we can look down and talk with anyone sitting at the dining table or gardening. There's also a lounge area with comfortable sofas where we can sit together in the garden and watch the day pass by. When it's time to sleep, we can head to the bedroom that are all similar in size and layout. There's a king-size bed against the wood accent wall, closets, bathrooms in the suites, a dresser for extra storage, and a wall-mounted TV. And that's the design of the timber greenhouse home. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about this design. I hope you enjoyed this project and consider subscribing for more architecture design ideas like this one.